I don't know where from. I know that name. Resboy, Scatter, hello Mr. Sir, T-Face and Holmes Bird and Ninja Bitter and Ratley and Penis Hole. Penis Hole, of course you made me say that. Reckon I'm on blue. It's a good job Ghosty's not picking the names today. That would be absurd, wouldn't it? Why would we ever allow that? Why would we let Ghosty pick names for Drama Friday? We'll save that for next Saturday. Yes, we will. I still have my cough. It's nearly gone. It's nearly gone, but every now and again it does like to creep in. Let's go. In 3, in 2, in 1. Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all right there. Welcome to Drama Friday. Welcome, everybody. I hope you've had a tremendous week. I hope you've been doing some good shit. I hope you've been progressing and not dying. Many a guild. How many guilds have collapsed in this chat right now? How many guilds have recently collapsed? I would love to know. I can't fix this. I'm just going to do this. Fixed. There you go. Fixed it. All good. Absolutely fixed it. Nice to see so many old guys, new faces, you wonderful shining people. Before we get started, a word from Preach. A message, if you will. If you're interested in just the drama stories, I'll put a link below in the YouTube video and you can skip straight to it. For you live streamers, unfortunately, you know, you're going to get caught in it. With a crying baby in the background. Ah, just a summary of things that have gone on. We always said January, February. 2015 was going to be a tough time for us because all big things and seriousness was happening. We had all kinds of jollies at the end of 2014. We did. We had a great time. We became the #1 World of Warcraft YouTube channel in the world, which is pretty fantastic. An awesome achievement and accomplishment. We went to BlizzCon. We did all that kind of stuff. We met so many of you. Shook hands. Met in Florida. We did all that. And 2015 kicking off has been hard as balls on me. Really fucking hard. To the point where, you know, I've had less than 10 minutes of free time per day pretty much since 2015 started. But it's not been on creating WoW content. And I know. And I want to apologize. My hopes were that things wouldn't affect the content creation as much as they have. And they have. And I'm aware of it. It sucks. And it shall be fixed. Because hopefully from Monday, that's when I can just work. And that's work on WoW stuff. So I openly apologize. And I thank all of you who are still here. Because it's been shitty recently. It has been shitty. As you can see, these boxes and stuff, I've got more microphones and all this kind of stuff going on. And this is all the stuff we've been working on. There are big changes coming. As you know, we're moving to offices. What we decided to do is we're actually going to expand in here. We're going to do some work in here. Not in this room, but expand elsewhere and do all that kind of stuff. And we've got more things coming. It means I have to take a little step back from raiding for the next few weeks, which I've spoke to my guild about. It's kind of come to a head. I'll tell you a true story. Is during our Mythic Progress last week, which is my first raid back after traveling, which was also work-related, I had a 2-hour Skype meeting during Mythic Progress, which was supposed to be a quick conversation. If you've ever had a Skype meeting with people about content creation, which is what it was, about teaming up with other people to produce stuff, some collaborations people want me to do, it turned into 2 hours while raiding Mythic content, which was just... It was, as my son describes, it was awful. So, yeah, it's been pretty shitty. So my apologies. But it should be all fine from Monday. So there you go. There you go. 2 thumbs fresh. 2 thumbs fresh. I could just sit and play WoW and make content from Monday, hopefully. But tomorrow is going to be a nightmare. Today's been a nightmare. I've busted my ankle. I'm in all kinds of pain because I dropped furniture for the new stuff on it. I dropped furniture on my ankle. So there you go. All good times. But that's not why you're here today. We're going to have some fun. I'm looking forward to today's Drama Friday as much as any of you. It gives me just an excuse to sit here and do what I love to do, which is hopefully put a smile on your face in some fashion and have some fun. That's all I want to do. I'm doing it. I'm undoing the top button. I'm letting the hair out. I'm doing it. We're having some good times. I've got 3 stories in front of me. One from such a young boy. A young boy. He was introduced to WoW. We're going to kick off with that story because it's fucking hilarious. The journey of somebody who is just the worst player in the world, and he knows it. But he was a former Counter-Strike Source player. So we can have fun with that. We can have some fun with that. And another story, which I've closed. Oh my god. Hopefully I can find it. I've closed it. We'll see how it goes. We should be fine. We should be fine. We should be fine. Let's kick off with this young boy's story. Young boy. I need a brother. A brotherly type. I need a brotherly type. The furniture's in more pain than me. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It was sweet made. It was sweet made. Fun fact, IKEA, where we got a lot of the stuff from, they play ABBA as their phone music. which I just think is cliche as shit. It's like, well, we'll have to rock the ABBA. We'll have to. Spooge! The spooge is in. The spooge biscuit. All good stuff. I don't think we need another person. I think we just need the brother. I think we just need the spooge. I think that's where we're going. It starts. Bridge, I've written a story to you before, so I'd like to give it another go. As you probably know, and some people... I had a message from someone saying that I was an elitist scumbag because I didn't read his drama story and he was unsubscribing. I'm sorry, I get lots of them. Not everybody makes it in. I'm fortunate for that. I'd like to give it another go. Except this time round, instead of being a story about a fucked up girl, that probably won't work on the channel anymore, it's about my rookie years in WoW. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure we will. Chapter 1. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm about to say it. Are you ready? Moonguard. Chapter 1. Moonguard. Alright, here we go. I first started playing WoW when I was 8 years old. 8 years old. And let me tell you, that's not the age to start playing WoW. You all saw the commercials for WoW. Dragons breathing, magic, elves, and just generally kicking some ass. Now imagine watching that when you were 8 years old. And the immense boner. If my penis could have gotten erect... Fun fact, it can. My baby gets boners. It's really weird. If he scratches his nuts, which kids do, by the way. No one warns you that when you're going to be a father. No one in the hospital says, by the way, your son will totally play with his dick all the time, even though he's a baby. And he will get like these weird baby boners, and it's so weird. I'm just saying. If I could have got a boner, I would have. I showed my brother Spooge, who was older than me. And he thought it looked just as swag as I did. So he went out and bought it. Yeah? He told the Spooge, brother Spooge, and he went out and bought it. I was fucking pissed. Why? Why? Because not only would Spooge not let me play it, neither would my parents. He brought it to the forum. He brought it to the forefront. Hey, you've seen this game called WoW? It looks badass. Spooge, the brother, was like, yeah, it does. I'm going to go and buy it. I'm not letting you play it. And my parents aren't going to let you play it either. And my parents also refused to buy me my own copy. So after about a week of begging my brother non-stop and getting kicked in the stomach when I wouldn't leave him alone, he decided to have some fun. He would let me play. But only if I played the character that he made for me. He made me a female human on Moonguard. Never trust your brother. Never. Not at that age. Don't do it. Now, I can trust my brother pretty closely. Me and my brother are pretty tight. He's coming next week to help us finish up all the stuff. So my brother made me a human female on Moonguard. And while laughing his ass off, he said he had to go out for the rest of the day. If you have trouble reading or understanding anything people say or ask you to do, simply ask Mom and Dad. Now, I don't know the definition of wrecked with a K. It's an internet piece of lingo. But I would consider this Tyrannosaurus wrecked. I would. I would consider this Tyrannosaurus wrecked. I think that is that's the kind of area we're in. If we're safely saying it, that's where we are. Okay, I replied. Sounds good. Get to play some WoW. I logged in and my brother had put my character topless and in the lion's pride in. After about 5 minutes, I ran to my mom to help me read the messages on my screen, which were flying by so fast. It took about 10 seconds after she came to read them that I was grounded for a month due to looking at porn on the internet. Yeah. Mom, what the hell does this thing say? Excuse me, can you put your tits in my face? Yeah, you're grounded. Okay, and why are you looking at porn on the internet, Mom? I was sent up to my room. My brother nearly choked to death laughing. It was that day that I pledged that this was not to be the end of my Warcraft career. Chapter Deuce. 60 days to level 40, though. 6 months later, around Crimbo, I got World of Warcraft, the Battle Chest, and I played it right away. At first, I would make characters and level up only by grinding mobs and through exploration. But after a while, I would always end up making a new one because my previous character would be in too high a level zone, getting raped by mobs. In an endless loop of dying and reviving, I settled on a female night elf hunter, which I thought looked fucking awesome. I slowly learned how to quest. Quested extremely slowly to level 20, making a friend along the way. Okay, let's have a friend. Let's have a friend. The friend shall be Eonetic. I made a friend along the way named Eonetic. A level 20 gnome rogue. We made our way through the wetlands, having the time of our lives, as I'm assuming we were close in age and both new to the game. But somewhere along the line, we stopped at the Gurubashi Arena and dueled. I killed her. I have never seen her again. Why did you do that? Why? Why did you do that? Why did you kill? You took it to the arena. You executed her on sight. Oh shit, I can attack you. Oh shit, you're going down. That's what happened, isn't it? You might say you both wanted to walk into the arena, but you walked in, noticed that she had turned red, and literally shot the fuck out of her, didn't you? Like a machine gun. By the way, I had actually now obtained my first duel win. We have an 8-year-old who just killed someone in PvP. Can you imagine what's about to happen? Can you fucking imagine? An 8-year-old just won in PvP. I thought I was legit fucking gangster. So I immediately sent out looking for guild PvP only. What? I just fucking owned shit in the Gurubashi Arena. Embrace me, guilds. Bring me into your bosom, for I am the executor. I am the man. I found a guild named Pick Retarded Guild PvP guild name. I'm sure you can all name some in the chat. Led by a group of IRL friends. It's an... Oh my god. An IRL friends PvP guild with a retarded name. They gave me a few tips, but I sucked so much shit nobody could possibly help me. Spooge had showed me the /play command. My time played was 61 days, 17 hours, and I had achieved level 40. I thought this was pretty good. It wasn't. I met this person who offered to level my character for me. But he changed my password and I never saw that account again. This happens so often in drama stories. Where someone's like, yeah, I'll level your character for you. Oh, how long? It takes 60 days level for you? Nah, that's not very good. Allow me to help you out, alright? I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to level your character for you because you're clearly doing something wrong. Alright? Give me the details. Give me the detail. Why do you guys always fall for this? I guess you're kids in the stories. You're kids, so fair enough. I was heartbroken. So I ended up convincing my brother to buy me an account from some person. The solution is real. I was now 10 years old, and I quit the game a few months after buying the account. I quit because I gave away all the gold that I thought I had in riches, thinking I was being nice to beggars. You bought an account with a lot of gold on it, and gave it away to beggars, because you're a nice person, and now you're poor. Right? I'm just saying, there's an irony there somewhere. There is. There is. Oh. But then came the cataclysm. Then came the cataclysm. When I was 12, Cataclysm released. And I was excited for a fresh start. But for nostalgic reasons, I made a Night Elf Hunter. I got it to level 85 after around a year. And then slowly leveled up a Gnome DK to 85. Gnome DK time. Gnome DK to 85. A friend of mine who I introduced to the game told me to join the guild he was in, as it had a bunch of people we all knew IRL. Yeah? Let's all join IRL guilds. So I did! They tried to teach me how to make swag money and do deeps, but I would never amount to anything more than a blood DK who did 5k DPS. Which, in case you forgot, is total dogshit. Me being no asset to the guild, they had no reason to keep me in. I received a message threatening to kick me from the guild because I was giving them a bad name by spending most of my time arguing in trade chat. Why increase your 5k DPS when you, sir, can in fact buy this? Trade chat. You can spend all your time there having good conversations. I thought this message was total bullshit, so I called them all a bunch of anal cunts. Ah! I got kicked from the guild. Yeah? Fuck you. I ended up not even being able to play anymore because between Kata and the release of Mop, I discovered the character's services. And overall, I charged about $800 in name changes, race changes, and faction changes to my mom's credit card. My mom stopped paying for the account. Son, what is this $800 on World of Warcraft that I'm paying for every month? What is that? Can you explain to me the $800 that you've spent on World of Warcraft this month? I would love to know why that is. Okay, I'm going to tell you this one little message, son. I'm no longer paying for your account, okay? We're just going to call that there. We're just going to call that a day. No more Warcraft for you. Thank you for reading my story. That's the end. His mum just like fucking wrecked him completely. His mum was like, nope, no more of that. Get fucked. Thanks for reading my story. It's probably a lot funnier to me than it is to you. No. But I still enjoyed telling my tale. I ended up playing again, actually learning how to play, getting 8 level 90s and making lots of friends along the way. Good for you. Good for you, sir. That is pretty funny. All good. Right. Let's go into what you've tried to use a G.R.R. Martin, Georgie boy, type name. A Song of Disappointment and a Noob's Redemption. Not quite a Song of Fire and Ice, but still close enough. Let's have some people. We need an old friend. An old friendaroo. An old friend. I really apologize. I apologize for the flickering on the left, but my room is full of boxes. There's like, I can't even explain how much shit is in my office right now. We need a human monk, a worgen druid, and a female gnome warrior. Gross, I know. I like female gnome warriors. I think they look cool, actually. My warlock in Method, my original one, was a female gnome warlock because I thought they looked badass, honestly. Right then. Who are we having? Let's have a look, see. Who's looking good? Steely Boy? Steely Boy? You can be the old friend, Steely Boy, with your hardened sentinel-like justice. Tylese? Tylese? I like it. Celestia, you can be the female gnome warrior. Lady Celestia. And we'll go with Iron Brooder. Iron Brooder. The Iron Brother. What a good man. Iron Brooder. Okay. Chapter 1. I can play WoW for free. No, you can't. If your opening gambit is you can play WoW for free, we only know where you're going. We know. We know where you're going. We know. We know where you're going. Hello, Mr. Preacher. I am from Team Michigan. And my story begins when I was a sophomore. I don't know what sophomore means, genuinely. We never use that word over here. In high school, a sophomore in high school, 15 years of age. I was in a Counter-Strike Source clan. Milady. And at this part of my internet life, and one of my best friends at the time, Steely Boy, asked me if I wanted to play a game called WoW. But it would be free this time. Now, for years before this, I had been lusting to play World of Warcraft. I played a vast amount of free-to-play MMOs, Jellybean, to try to consume my boner for WoW, because I knew my mom would not let me play it. I jumped at this opportunity to play a game I had wanted to play for so long, and downloaded the torrent overnight. Oh. When we were finally able to play, he explained to me, did Steely Boy, that this was a Cataclysm private server. Which sounded awesome to me, even though I didn't know what he meant. Both of those words sound amazing. The Cataclysm, an exclusive private server. Dude. He also said that we would first play on a realm that was at 36 times experience. And we would level, and I quote, pretty fucking fast. Alright, brew. Pretty fucking fast. So I made what each and every underage WoW player needs in their life. A Nelf Hunter. Spot the similarities between the last story? Shortly after dinging level 36 on the 36 times server, Steely Boy claimed that he was bored as shit. I'm so bored. God. We made it to all 36 on a 36 times experience. And I'm bored. So fucking bored. And I want to PvP. Yeah. This leveling is for noobs. I want to kill some fucking pricks, innit me? I'm gonna fuck them up. Bat, because I'm going PvP in it. You know what I mean? I want a PvP. And that I should join him on a different realm, which was the Instant 85 PvP realm for the pros, right? You go on the realm, you get an Instant 85, bro. It's pretty good. I had no idea what PvP would be like, but given my extensive experience in Counter-Strike Source, was pretty excited. So I gave it the old college try and made another Night Elf Hunter. Him being a complete try-hard nerd, as he was, he walked me through every one of my abilities. And what they did. We purchased gear from the free vendor. Everything about this is so wrong. I just want to say, everything that's happening right now is about as cliche as it can be for those of us who think that's who we're dealing with. When we deal with these people who just don't make sense. And they're talking to you like a human being could. It can't be a bot. They're speaking. But this image forms of this fucking... I don't even... It's like on top of the... It's like that. Like, fucking duel me! Duel me, bruh! I'll show you who's the best at PvE. Duel me, Ogrimmar, right now, son. You know what I mean? You fucking scrubs. You know what I mean? Fucking... You know what I mean? Play Counter-Strike Source? Source, innit? That's what we see. And we think it can't be like that. But there they are. And it's actually happening. It's actually... It's real. And that's what makes it so scary. It's genuinely happening like that. But here we are. Okay. Okay. So we've bought our gear on our free level 85s. We're about to CS blat some people, right? Okay, because I'm on a hunter. It's like a machine gun, isn't it? Now I have very vague memories of what happened in these battlegrounds. But the few things I do remember was spamming my hunter's mark. As I read it would stop people going into stealth. Oh, you all got owned. All of you got owned, right? All of you got owned because it's hunter's mark for everyone. You're marked. You're marked. You're marked. All you shitheads ain't stealthing around me. Not one of you is getting your stealth off. Got you. Hunter's mark, bitch. I forgot everything he told me. I'm begging him to help me as I died over and over and over again. Soon afterwards, I tried a Holy Paladin. It's the class that's wrong. That's what it is. Are you listening? Because I'm baller as fuck. You've no idea. But the hunter's shit. Why are you dying all the time? It's class, bro. It's fucking shit, man. I'm wearing fucking Holy Pally, mate. They wear big armor. Ain't nothing killing me. Now, I admit, I didn't exactly play better. But, I sure spammed the fuck out of Flash of Light. What? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Nobody's dying. See that guy who's about to die? Watch this. Flash of light, bitch. All over the place. And I just kept that guy alive. Now you're getting outplayed. Now you're getting outplayed. All good. And I probably have bubble as well as a bit of a temptation. Ha, can't kill me. I sure spammed the fuck out of that flash of light button. After a week of doing this over and over again, Steely Boy got really bored of playing with me and stopped joining Ventrilo. Steely Boy just called it a day by just vanishing. Just ignoring you in game. Still online. Steely Boy. Do you want me to bring my flash of light up in this bitch and turn the tide of battle or what, son? Yeah? Yeah? Inv, mate. I'll heal you. Inv, mate. Me and you. We're a team. We're a team. Steely Boy's just like, nah, man. I'm just going to pretend you don't exist anymore. I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. I was devastated at my experience with the game. I had craved playing this for so long. Being so shit. I had no idea that I was a noob. He didn't realise that he was a bad player and assumed the game was shit. Yeah? I tried out playing... I tried WoW. Shit game. Shit game. Played it for like a week. WoW shit. Yeah, I capped character. Yeah, I capped. Can you imagine talking to someone who's like legitimately playing WoW, and this guy's like, yeah, I played WoW. Played it for a week. Capped character. Did some PvP. Played on a hunter. Played on a pike. Shit game. Shit game. WoW boring. Don't even like it. Don't even like it. Crap game. I threw my WoW dreams into the garbage can and went on with my life. Yeah, calling it a day. Shit game. Chapter 2, though. The Return of the Jedi. Game time. Game face. Fast forward to I'm now 18, the summer of 2014. I moved on from CSS and was in a little cluster of friends that had TeamSpeak. Pretty big deal. Got their TeamSpeak going on. Alright. Warlords of Draenor was about to drop in a few months. And my friend Tylese started to beg me to get into World of Warcraft. But this time it would be... You ready? Live WoW. Now we're going live. I was not sure if I wanted to commit $15 dues a month to a video game. Whoa, it's a big ask. It's a big ask, that $15. But after a few weeks of persistence, I finally caved in. Of course, we were going to recruit a friend. We leveled to 60 in about 3 days. I was a Night Elf rogue and was displeased with how the class played. No offense to you. It almost adds to the FPS backstory. I know you guys might meet this a lot on the internet, but people of sound body of mind aren't offended if you don't like something they like. I'm just saying. You don't even, no offense. No offense. I like swimming. No offense to you who doesn't like swimming. No offense. I'm not offending you, right? Right? Just saying. I'm not having a go. I'm not having a go. I'm not calling you out. I'm not doing it. I'm not calling you out, right? Okay? It's fine. It's fine. It's all right. Hey, I sometimes don't like Warlock. No offense, Warlocks. No offense. So I was struck with the decision that every level 55 is attacked with. I asked Tylese if I could become a Death Knight. Tylese has spoken. He said I would have to play the starting area by myself, but I could if I really wanted to. I then leveled a Blood Elf, Blood Death Knight, to level 60. And when he got on the next day, I told him that I should probably tank. It's the sound of Tylese. The crying baby is Tylese. Dude, Rogue sucks. I should become a Death Knight. Alright, yeah, go ahead, be a Death Knight. Dude! I should tank. Oh, no. No, say it's not gonna happen. Oh, God. He was then burdened with trying to teach me how to tank. I got the hang of it after a while when you learn taunt. Yeah, is it taunt? What is it they don't get? Blood DKs don't get something at level 60 that's kind of important. It's not blood presence. It's like blood boil or taunt or something like that. Right? It's something fucking ridiculous like that. It's absolutely something like that. We had reached level 66 and he left me to go raid with his guild. But he didn't want to play with me. For a few days. So I had to start soloing. I grinded from 64 to 78 over the course of 2 weeks. And I begged Tylese to help me. Because no matter what I did, I was getting kicked from every dungeon. I'll tank! I got this! I'm a blood DK. Son! Everything's killing everyone else. But I got aggro on this one, though. You know what it is? Hey, noobs. Yeah, I can see all of them fucking killing you. Alright? I can see all these mobs. You're not attacking my target. That's what's going on, you bunch of idiots. You're not attacking my target. You pulled it, you tank it. Yeah? It's hard enough being a tank in this world without you idiots attacking the wrong target. Tank it, you pulled it. I'm going to sit. I'm going to slash sit and not do anything. Slash sit. Why are you kicking me out of the dungeon? Why are you kicking me? I got lost in every dungeon. Sometimes I was kicked from the group for not being able to find my way back. He agreed. I feel so sorry for Tylese. We agreed and we banged out 78 to 85 in a couple of days. After we dinged 85, he showed me the Pandaland starting area and then sent me on my way to 90. He told me to respect Frost. Yeah, you probably shouldn't tank. You probably shouldn't tank. Go Frost. Yeah, do yourself a favour. Go Frost. I crawled my way to level 89 ever so slowly, as I died roughly every 20 minutes or so. Right before I turned in the final quest, before I slided into level 90, I asked my friend Imbruder, if he wanted to be there when it happened. Do you want to come and watch me ding 90? Not really. Has anyone done that? Really? I can't imagine ever being online in WoW with so little to do that I want to go and watch someone ding. No offense to someone dinging. No offense. No offense to someone who's dinging their first 90. But I can see the achievement though. I can see the achievement. It's fine. No, I'll celebrate with you. I don't need to watch it happen. I'll just scratch you in guild chat if you want. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. But sure. So I asked my friend, Iron Bruno, if he wanted to be there when it happened. He agreed. I flew over to my location. A shitty village. The place where you had to do quests underwater at a shitty village. Where are you? In the middle of nowhere. And I almost cried when I heard the famous sound of the ding. Iron Brooder slash cheered for me. You're about to throw up in your mouth. You really are. You're about to throw it in your mouth. So I asked Iron Brooder slash cheered for me. Then asked if he wanted then asked if I wanted him to take me to the Timeless Isle. Now, I know you've just dinged, and maybe this is a bit premature, alright? Maybe. But with me, with you, we can go to the Timeless Isle. Oh, yeah. We can go there. Me and you, right now, to the Timeless Isle. Oh, God. This is everything you should never do. Timeless Isle, best style. You called it. You said it. I knew this was the first step I needed to do a raid. Definitely. If my guides have taught you anything about WoW, it's to immediately go to free gear to learn how to raid. It's the best thing you can do for yourself, is go and get some free welfare epics. If you want to be a real raider, you want to learn the ropes, Timeless Isle. God, I don't miss that place. Which, if I wanted to raid, which is what I've been obsessing about for the past 20 levels or so. It did not come without struggles or noob moments on my way to 90. But we did it, boys. So, for everybody else out there, there's a new level 90 welfare DK on his way to your LFR. He's on his way. After a couple of tiring days on the Timeless Isle, another one of my TeamSpeak bros that I played with, Celestia, asked me how progress was going. How's your Timeless Isle progress? I've checked WoW progress. I don't see you on there. What coins are you at? What's your coins at? What's your coin progress? Okay? I told him that I was bored out of my fucking mind. Celestia then asked if I had done LFR yet. Have you done? You're bored? You're bored? Have I got the thing for you? You're bored? Have I got the thing for you? No. I'm about to make your boredom dis-a-fucking-peer. Oh, yeah. I'm about to cure what ails you. You bored? You bored? You're bored? Huh? You're bored? Have you ever heard of the LFR? Have you ever heard for the LFR? Hey. Hey. You don't even know. Hey? Listen up. Listen up. As usual, I had no idea what that meant. So we queued up. In a few minutes, I was standing in what I now know of as the terrace of the Endless Spring. And my mind was blown. To be fair, beautiful looking dungeon. Absolutely love it. We cleared the trash and killed the first boss. So fucking epic. What's the first boss in terrace? Sulong? No. Oh. Ancient Protectors? So epic, bro. These three fucking dudes. These bubbles on the floor. Oh, man. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. I can't describe it. It was epic as shit, right? There's these three really tall guys. And they stand still. And they don't do anything, apparently, from what I can tell. And then they died. It was awesome as fuck. It was like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. So amazing. So amazing. This is so fucking epic, I thought. I was standing there wondering what could possibly happen next. Suddenly, though, Celestia shouted, "Get out!" So I left the instance group. Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship. I thought I must have been fucking up really hard, dropping my spaghetti everywhere. I shit you not. It was so fucking epic, it was Mom's spaghetti. Yeah? It was so fucking epic, it was Mom's spaghetti. That's it. Terrace of the Endless Spring will cause one to drop their spaghetti. Okay? That's how serious it is. Terrace of the Endless Spring LFR, spaghetti drop worthy. Yeah? Spaghetti dropping. That's a... I can't. It's not jaw dropping. Spaghetti dropping. That's how hardcore it is. Almost. I dropped my spaghetti. This is so epic, bro. It's like his first raid experience was like Howling Blast, Howling Blast, Howling Blast, Howling, Howling Blast. He whispered me, "Why the hell did you leave the raid?" I replied with, "You told me to get out." And then he said, "I might get out of the middle, not the raid." It turns out I was standing in the middle of the room where Sulong was spawning. This was the peak of my noobiness. And I hope to never replicate what happened on that day because the entire TeamSpeak started to make fun of me for it. After running LFR for a while, I knew that I was ready for normal mode. I'm pretty sure I've completed the LFR. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready. I'm pretty confident in my... Hey! Hey! I killed every single boss now. I've completed it. My progress is up there. It's normal mode time. I asked my group of friends if they wanted to help me get a group. About 4 of us joined the group and was starting on Immersius in the Siege of Orgrimmar. I was so fucking hyped for my first real raid. The group was together for 5 bosses before they kicked me because I died on every single boss. We need to kick the leader of this group. I'm not joking. They kick me from the group. Organises it, sets it up, kick from the group. Towards the end of the expansion, a week before WOD was supposed to drop, having gotten to 540 item level, I decided that I was to tank in WOD. I wanted a heroic 2-handed BOA axe from Garrosh. I knew that I could accomplish this, but getting it would be difficult. Challenge accepted. Gauntlet thrown down. Being kicked out of every group made it hard. I could do this. All that needs to happen is I need to not get kicked out of every single group. That's the plan. If I could do that, the axe shall be mine. Being kicked out of several groups for my bottom of the barrel DPS, my self-esteem was close to diminished. On a Friday night, I had gotten into a 3-man group, waiting for people to join. I'm in. There's only 3 of us, but I'm in. I'm in. Waiting for people to join took 2 hours. The patience is real. But I made it into the group. I'm in. I shall sit. And I shall wait. The time is upon us. The axe shall be mine. I expected to suck and get kicked. We had gone into Siegecrafter Blackfuse. And I was not the bottom of the DPS. I actually beat some people. My eyes widened at this. Was I becoming better? Was it happening? Had the switch been clicked? Our 6th pull, we killed him. I was ridiculously bottom of the DPS. It's happening! It's coming together! This is it! This is it! I'm ridiculously bottom of the DPS. So bad. Before we started the next boss, people were saying the thing I'd seen in every raid I'd ever been in. Can we kick this guy from the raid? The glorious raid leader that I will never forget messaged me. What's wrong, he said. Are you doing the correct rotation? I told him I was doing the best I could and that I was new to the game. The raid leader said in raid warning, the DK has been with the group longer than any of you. He will not be kicked this day. If you do not like it, leave. Baller. Baller. Waited 2 fucking hours, this guy. This guy waited 2 hours. I'm not kicking him. No. No. I'm staying. I'm staying. It took about 6 hours of wiping, 3 raid leaders and waiting for 5 new sets of 20 people to join. Garrosh Hellscream fell. I screamed in disbelief as Hellscream's decapitator shined in the middle of my screen. I had succeeded over those assholes who had made fun of me, and now I stood with them, with my rare, normal mode BOA axe. And I'm sure by normal you mean flex. I don't know, can you get it in flex? I can't remember. I can't remember. Siege of Rockman or whatever. Now I'm in a very friendly guild that's doing some heroics in Blackrock Foundry and have an intense passion for raiding. I appreciate Tylese for getting me back into the game that I had worshipped for so long and making me give it another chance. Thank you, Preacher, for my story, and I hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. We certainly did. Right, I have to quickly find the drama story that I accidentally closed. So, should we pick a random one? Let's pick a random one because it's like 20 minutes left. So if it sucks, I apologize, right? If it sucks, I apologize. It's a quick one. Let's do a quick one to finish up. I don't know how this will go, honestly. This is a completely random one. It's called My GM Was a God. So we need a GM. This is a risk. I'm taking a risk here. I am taking a risk. This could go absolutely nowhere. So bear in mind, you can stick with me, audience. We'll do it. Adrian. Adrian's in. Adrian's the GM. And Jack. I'll go with Genoto. Greetings, Preacher. Here's a couple of stories for you about my crazy GM and his godlike powers that he had during the Burning Crusade. Most of these stories I've heard from tell or that I was actually a part of. You can believe them if you like, but they are creepy and funny at the same time. Oh, God. I don't know where we're going, team. I genuinely swear. To the live audience, stick with me. We'll go somewhere. Alright, Jesus. So in my guild, our guild leader was a druid called Adrian. And for some strange reason, whenever he would say stuff would happen. As we were gearing up raiders for raiding, Adrian would sometimes call out to the tanks and healers that we were gearing up and the item they needed would drop. Wow, and no shit, it dropped. He didn't always call something out, but when he did, it would drop. I got a few pieces of heroic gear this way. This way? Do you believe this guy had magical powers? The magical loot master powers. You believe it? I got some gear this way. It actually works. Adrian, say a prayer for me. Say it for me, brother. Adrian, please. Say it. And then Adrian wouldn't speak. You would ask for the item, but Adrian would not respond to you. Adrian would deny you. He would look down upon you with shame. With shame, if you ask. And then he would say some sagely shit like, if you ask for it, it shall not come. How do you know if there is fire if we don't have eyes? Or some fucking Jaden Smith type shit that was going on. He was so popular, Adrian the myth, the legend. He was so popular that people kept whispering him to come to dungeons with them. Hail the Adrian. Hail, hallowed are the Adrian. So their crap would drop. But it wasn't always a guarantee. No! No way! Really? But sometimes Adrian was falter if your faith wasn't there. If Adrian falters, it's your faith. It's your faith that is wrong. If he didn't if he didn't feel it was going to drop, he wouldn't mention it. If he didn't feel it, I've looked, I've scattered the bones across the floor. Your belt shall not drop this day. But he didn't tell you. That's why Adrian's a baller, though. He wouldn't say it. He knows. But he's not going to say it because he doesn't want you to be disappointed before it drops. So why would you run the dungeon, right? But when he did, people listened. When he called out your item, the people knew. Adrian has spoken. The guild grew. Other times when they were raiding and they were having a particularly hard boss fight, Adrian would say, "We are downing this boss now." "I know we've wiped a couple of times," said Adrian upon the mount, "but now is his death. This shall be the kill. So all pay attention and kill this boss." And the boss would die. Hail Adrian! Hail Adrian! Adrian! And that's the end of that little mini story. That's it. That's the story of Adrian. What more is there to say? The boss would die. If Adrian called it, that was it. Praise Adrian. Hallowed is the Adrian. The next mini story. Here we go. Oh, Adrian's still in the story. You ready? If Adrian is in the story, it's going to be good. Here we go. As Adrian was the guild master, that automatically made him the raid leader as well. As we all know. As we all know. Not that he tried to have other people be the raid leader. Not that he'd never try. He tried to pass the mantle, but no one wanted to miss out on a raid with him. No one else could be the raid leader, Adrian, because we need you. We need your wisdom. If Adrian wasn't online, there was to be no raid. Adrian, guide us in this dark time. Even if he told someone else to set up the raid, people would just sit around and wait for Adrian to come online. I'm not doing it. No, Adrian. I couldn't be there to join the beginning of raids, but sometimes I made it to the endings. As he was setting up raids, if we were missing a healer or a tank or a DPS, Adrian, being a druid, would just respect to whatever we needed for that raid. He will fill any role. He will walk in your shoes. He will crawl on his belly for your raid. Adrian serves you. Adrian will guide us. Adrian is truth. Adrian is raid. Sometimes, he said, I would respec 4 to 5 times in a single raid, as people couldn't stay the whole time. And others were being brought in to replace their roles. Holy shit, I thought, 4 to 5 respecs in a single raid? I had trouble keeping 100 gold on my tune. He told me the other guild members would send him gold for his many respecs, so that the raid could continue. He accepted donations. You must give him. You must recompense. You must sacrifice for Adrian. You must give unto Adrian. You must provide. You must give alms. You must give him what he needs. Otherwise, Adrian might have to leave the raid. Give. Donate. Give. Give. I would have liked to have been in some of those raids. To see Adrian play every spec. Imagine what that must have been like, people. Imagine what it must have been like to stand side by side with Adrian. To be in his presence. To be rejuvened by Adrian. To have his casted hands upon your face. To have him touch you. And relieve you of what ails you. To tank. To thrash amongst you. To shred. To moonfire. Just to be inside his starfall. To see it whirling around us, it was precious white light. To see it. And that is the end of that mini story of Adrian. So say the Adrian. Walk with Adrian. Our final mini story. PvP for the Horde. You ready? Praise for Adrian. PvP for the Horde. One day, Genoto, one of our officers, was out farming materials for Adrian. Bring him potions, and he shall use them. Bring him food, and he shall eat it. Bring him flasks, and he shall consume. Yeah? Adrian. And was continually being ganked by a couple of allies. Genoto called in Adrian to help him stomp them so he could continue farming. Adrian's about to cleanse some motherfuckers. Adrian's about to cleanse. You are about to see what Adrian is. He has summoned the Adrian. Adrian swooped in and killed them a couple of times, and then proceeded to join Genoto in farming the mats. A couple of minutes later, a group of allies showed up and killed Adrian. I know. Adrian fell. I love my son sometimes. He's baller. The lion's dogs shall pay. They shall fall. Well, this can't be. Adrian, being the GM god that he is, called upon the guild for assistance. They pounced on him so hard the allies left crying back to Shatarath. Not to be outdone, though, the allies gathered as many as possible to descend on them in the Grand. What could be said next was the most awesome... no one's ever said this sentence, by the way. What could be said next was the most awesome Hallowed battle on the server. Corpses everywhere, people fighting in the skies, and in the centre of Hallowed he stood like a king. Adrian. It was bedlam. When I joined in, most of everyone was up on the flying dirt mounds or hovering in the air on these mounts, looking for some way to get in and get out. I was stuck on the ground though. No flying mount for me. So I was benched for this Hallowed battle. Later I learned that after the Grand Stomp Fest, they made a 40-man raid or two. And so the story goes. So the story goes, after they took Hallowed, they formed an army. Or two. And they walked along the destroyed Alliance major cities. This was before achievements. And there was no real incentives to do massive PvP. But no one messes with Adrian's guild. After the massive server PvP was over, the Alliance surrendered. And Genoto was not ganked again. We had won. Well, they had won, as I had logged off. And the guild continued to grow. Praise Adrian! The story of Adrian! The story of Adrian! They ganked him once. And all the cities burned. That is the story of Adrian. One time Adrian fell. And in response, the wrath was brought. As Adrian destroyed Hallowed. Burned the Exodar to the ground. Burned Stormwind to the ground. Crushed Ironforge back into the mountain. The tears wash. The tears. Praise Adrian. And that brings us to the end of Drama Friday for this week. And that was great fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. That was great. You must pay. You must give. He chooses your gear. He lets you go. Adrian. All hail Adrian. The power of Adrian compels you. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. There's no live stream this weekend, so do something cool with your time. Do something awesome with your time. Have a wonderful time. I'm off to finish doing graft and lich baby stuff and chickenpox related dad drama, but it's all good. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you again next week. on Friday and a web show next time. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.